Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XWF Shockwave 46. We are live here tonight with a capacity crowd. I want to thank everyone that tuned in to our return show just last week. And we are back in the driver's seat tonight live. We've got a show coming up for you tonight. We've got Knightmare Vs Riddle. Knightmare jumped Riddle backstage last show, and this is the result of that. We've got Monger Vs Havok. Havok wanted a match so badly, he interrupted the owner while the owner was speaking, and the owner gave him a match. Jacob Drake will put the Internet Championship on the line in an open challenge. He could face anyone. It's open for anyone to enter. Let's look at his 10-defend record. He has beaten Upson, Clayton Carter, Matt King, Titus Valentine, Alien Tommy, Ken Tariff, and Inferno. If he can get 3 more defenses, he can cash his title in for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And our main event tonight will be the Ceremonial Championship Open Invitational Gauntlet match. This is open to any woman that wants to make a name for herself. They can become the first ever ceremonial champion. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, get your seatbelt on tight. We got a great show with a great lineup. Anything could happen. Let's see what's going to go down tonight. We're live from Baltimore, MD, and oh my god, we're opening the show with the legend that is Dr. Karn. I mean, what better way to open the show? Karn had a great showcase last show, and here he is tonight. Looking forward to seeing what he's got. Crowd hot for Karn, as always. As always. I just want to get a little plug in for the Undiscovered Core Talent Wikia. If you can join us, we got great things going on there. Dr. Karn looks like a man on a mission. He's walking straight over to a microphone. Let's see what he's got to say. Dr. Karn calling out Sean Savage here. He says that he's got something to say to him. You know, Sean Savage jumped Karn last show, and Karn saying he was willing to let this all go and have a fresh start with the new XWF, you know, at the return show. But he's saying that Sean had to dig up dirt just because he wanted to make a name for himself using Dr. Karn. And he's saying that he won't be the first person that wants to use Karn to make a name for himself, and he won't be the last. But Karn is saying he gets his ass down there right now and they end this for good. And wait a minute, someone's interrupting Dr. Karn. Oh my god, it's this frickin' weasel, this guy from last show. He's calling everyone losers, and he's introducing himself as a Hazard. His name's Hazard. He's saying that he's going to be a part of a catalyst that will bring a new future to XWF. I mean, who does this guy think he is? He's saying, Dr. Karn, don't you know you can't just call out Savage because he's the no-holds-barred champion. You got to have some respect. I mean, you've got to have respect for talking to Dr. Karn. This is disgusting. This guy, I don't like this guy, man. He's saying, what a better way to show these pathetic fans who he really is than by beating a so-called legend. He's challenging Dr. Karn? Oh my god. I mean, this is a way to introduce yourself to the fans and to get your ass beaten by a legend in XWF history. Look how cocky he is. Oh my god, he's a weasel. He's a freaking weasel. Look at his face, and they're booing him. And he's telling them to calm down. I mean, that's a way to freaking stoke the flames, man. Telling them to quiet them down when they're slagging you off. Look at him. He loves it as well. He loves that they hate him. He's a weasel. He's just an annoying little boy. That's what he is. Look at him. Look at his dance. Like, I hate him, man. I hate him. I'm in the right mind to go down and beat him up myself. Like, he's just winding him up, man. He's just poking the hornet's nest. That's what he's doing, and he loves it. I don't like him, man. I do not like this guy. If you've ever seen a punchable face, it is this guy. He's just getting in the ring now. Karn's walking around like a man on a mission. Like I said, man, you challenge Dr. Karn for your first match. You've either got balls or you're just plain stupid. And I'm gonna say this guy's the second one. Again, he's telling them to quiet him down. No. Dr. Karn kicked this guy's ass, man. I do not like him. I've not liked him from the second I saw him last show when he jumped the biceps, and I don't like him now the way he's been talking. Look at this, and they're locking horns. Dr. Karn going one-on-one with Hazard here tonight to open the show, and Karn with a wrist lock. This is the professionalism of Karn. Hazard showing he's got some chops here, reversing it into a top wrist lock, top hammer lock. And Dr. Karn turns it around into a side headlock, beautifully executed. What's Hazard got in mind? Putting all his body weight on Karn, driving his toes into the mat to push him off the ropes. Karn off the ropes, Hazard goes to grab him, but Karn blocks him and hits him with a jab. Headlock there from Khan, and Khan just pushes Hazard over. Just pushes him over. That's the shrimp of Dr. Khan. Hazard getting back up to his feet. Look at this. And these two men staring each other down. Hazard's at least a head shorter than Dr. Khan. They're locking horns again. Hazard's trying to show the world that he can go one-on-one in a chain wrestling encounter with Dr. Khan. But Khan reverses that wrist lock into, again, a top hammer lock, top wrist lock. And just sweeping out the legs, and Dr. Khan comes out on top again. And Khan's smiling. Khan's smiling. He loves it. Khan's smiling. Again, they're locking horns. Hazard's really trying to prove himself, but Khan just pushes him onto the ropes and puts his body weight on him. Khan knows exactly what he's doing. He's sapping the energy. Khan just letting him go. See, this is the thing. Khan blocks the punch there. Hazard went for a cheap shot, but Khan reversed it. Irish whip into the corner. Runs a clothesline from Dr. Khan. Fans on fire there. Picking up Hazard up to his feet, and Dr. Khan with another clothesline. This is the expertise of Dr. Khan. Just delivering over and over again. Cross body. Taking Hazard down. You know, Dr. Khan's veteran in this industry. I think Hazard's bitten off more than he can chew here tonight, live on Shockwave 46. Whipping out the feet and just dropping him. Khan effortless, just effortless for the cover on Hazard. That's a 1. That's a nope, a kick out just before the 2 there by Hazard. Like I said, I mean, I don't like this guy. I think he's a weasel. But I think everyone in this arena, you've got to have a little tiny, just a little blip of respect for a guy that comes out in his first match and challenges Dr. Khan. I mean, it's a way to put yourself on the map, but it's also a way to get your ass beaten. Look at Khan just playing with him now. Just playing with Hazard, holding him up by his arm and just drops him down. Hazard's in a whole world of pain, but look at that jawbreaker, and Hazard runs in and throws his body weight into a clothesline, knocking Dr. Khan off his feet. What is this? He's holding the arm, and he's just stretching it, using his feet in the side and shoulder of Dr. Khan in a way to just wear down the limbs, just wear him down. Look at this. What Hazard? Hooking his legs. This is unorthodox, man. What the hell is this? This is a weird stretch. I don't even know what you call that, but he's stretching out the chest and shoulders of Dr. Khan. Hazard for the cover. That is a 1 and a kick out on not even the 1 by Dr. Khan. And I think Hazard in his head now is thinking, what have I got to do if I want to pin this guy for 3, man? But Hazard staying on the attack and an elbow, bludgeoning the back of the skull with Dr. Khan. And a second one, same again. Going for a punch, but Dr. Khan blocks it. Khan, look at this, just scoops him up. The strength of Dr. Khan just slamming Hazard down. I mean, Hazard's not a big guy, and Dr. Khan's a very strong guy, and just slams him. The power of a megaton. Irish whip into the corner. Dr. Khan runs in and just puts his body weight into Hazard, and Hazard crumbles down. Khan picking him up to his feet. Look at this, another Irish whip into the corner again. Runs in for that body splash a second time. Hazard's in a world of pain. A world of pain. Irish whip into the corner for a third time. Khan runs in on a third splash, and Hazard just decimated. Khan with the leg hooked for the cover. That's a 1, 2, and a kick out just before the 3 there by Hazard. Just surviving, just holding on. But I will say this, Dr. Khan's destroying this guy, and I'm loving every second of it. Hazard doesn't know where he is. He's trying to get to his feet. Look at this. Hazard kick to the thigh there, and he's fighting back. The forearm, the gut punch, punches, forearms to the face. Hazard just throwing everything he's got at the doctor. Irish whip, bouncing him off the rope. Hazard with an arm drag. He's starting to mount a bit of a comeback now, and Khan's in a bad way, and a kick right on the forehead there by Hazard, just picking Khan apart, a stamp in the back of the shoulder there. This is disgusting. Another stamp there by Hazard. And Hazard just torn in. Look at this. He's loving it. Don't get cocky in the ring with Dr. Khan. Clothesline from Hazard. Look at this. Just a Manhattan drop. Slamming him down, and he's going to go for a leg drop. No, Khan kicks him off. Khan kicks Hazard off. He's got his number. Khan with the bludgeon punch. Bludgeon punch. Bludgeon punch. Bludgeon punch. Look at this. Turning Hazard around. Reverse suplex. Reverse suplex. Slams him down on his chest cavity. Viciously done by Dr. Khan. Khan tried to grab him for a doctor lock, but Hazard scoped him out, kicked him in the face, and ran in and again put his body weight into a flying clothesline, taking Khan off his feet. Hazard picking Khan up, kicks him down. Look at this, shining wizard type maneuver, just kneeing Khan in the face and laying him out. And Hazard is now turning Khan up to his feet. What has he got in mind? Hazard goes to grab him, but Khan grabs his arm and flips him over. Clothesline from the doctor. Another clothesline from the doctor. He's on fire. Hazard goes for a kick. Khan blocks him and sweeps his leg out. Khan is fired up, and Hazard is in a bad way. And Khan is just haunting him now. He's just hunting him down on a stethoscope kick right in the chest. Hazard just decimated. Look, he's trying to crawl up to his feet. Khan's just stalking him. He knows what's coming. Dr. Khan grabs him in. Operation driving Hazard into the mat. The leg is hooked for the cover. That is a 1. That is a 2. That is a 3. And Dr. Khan picks up the victory over Hazard here tonight. And I've never been happier. Don't like this guy at all. But look, man, as an honest-to-God man, I gotta say, this guy just went out and he had a pretty good match with Dr. Khan. And not many people could say that about their first ever match. So I will give him his due, but at the end of the day, Dr. Khan is a legend in the XWF, and he put him in his place, and couldn't be more happy about that. Dr. Khan is celebrating. Wait a minute. Savage just jumped in the ring and just pulled Khan off by his foot. This is disgusting. Savage is throwing Khan. Not again. This guy is a beast. This guy is a monster, and he's just thrown Dr. Khan, and Khan just crawled into the corner. No, not again. Savage lining up this move again. Wait a minute. Tobias Upson is running out to make the save. Savage looking at Upson. Upson coming out to save the guy that gave him his first ever match in XWF. He's running down. He doesn't care how big this guy is, and Savage is leaving. He's just torn Upson. Upson makes the save. Fair play, Upson. Fair play. Look at Savage just torning Upson and torning the crowd, and Upson's just staring him down. You know, Upson was jumped by Hazard last show, and there's definitely something going on between Hazard and Savage, and Upson's just saved Dr. Khan from getting the face full of, well, Savage. Fair play, Upson. Got a big fan of you, man. Big fan. Very much appreciate that. Anyway, next up, guys, I believe we've got Knightmare Vs Riddle. But also to come, we've got Monger Vs Havok, and we've got Jacob Drake Internet Championship Open Challenge. Main event tonight, Ceremonial Championship Open Invitational Gauntlet match. And I'm looking forward to that, to seeing what the ladies can do here in the main event in XWF. Backstage with Luke Loins now, and he's saying that Damage and him have a score to settle. Loins is saying that, you know, what Damage did to Cougar last show, it was uncalled for, and that someone needs to teach him a lesson, and Loins is saying that he knows that Damage won the Gauntlet match, the Gladiators Gauntlet match, and he knows that he's #1 contendership, and he's saying that he thinks it should be Luke Loins versus Damage tonight. And Loins is saying that he will kick Damage's ass once and for all. I'm up for that, man. If we're going to get that match tonight, let's freaking do it, because I know the fans are going to be up for that. And Luke Loins, the World Heavyweight Champion, versus the #1 contender in Damage. And wait a minute. Someone's approaching Luke Loins backstage here. It's James Cougar, and he's asking Luke to wait a second. Loins asking Cougar, well, you know, what's up here? And Cougar's saying he's got a score to settle with Damage. So he wants to say something to Damage before Luke Loins offers him the match tonight. And Loins seems to be up for that, you know. Loins is saying, yeah, you know, he jumped you last show, you say what you gotta say. What's Cougar gonna say? Let's see. Man, Cougar does not look happy. That's an angry Cougar if I've ever seen one. And he's saying that he's known Damage for a long time, and he's never liked Damage, and that Damage has always been a sleazy little rat. I mean, it's true. And Cougar's saying the truth is that Damage isn't as good as he thinks he is, and that everything Damage has ever had has been stolen or won with lies. So if he wants to prove that he can fight like a man, Cougar's challenging him with his #1 contendership on the line. Oh my god! That's main event worthy in its own! So that's happening tonight. Cougar versus Damage, #1 contendership on the line. If Damage pins or submits, he loses his #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship, and it is given to James Cougar. Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to our next match in the form of Riddle, one half of the tag team, Maze and Riddle. And these guys are a great team. You know, I think they've got great chemistry, they've got a great moveset, and they're a really good team. Don't underestimate them. I know a lot of people take the piss out of these guys. In fact, last show, in the live broadcast, I saw a comment saying they look like Teletubbies. And I mean, it made me laugh. But at the same time, do not underestimate these guys. Yes, they're fun-loving. Yes, they're a bit silly. But these guys can get the job done in a tag team match. But the difference is, this ain't a tag team match. This is a one-on-one, and Riddle is facing Knightmare. And Knightmare's not in a good mood. I mean, you can see it in his face. Knightmare's not in a good mood with his cousin Monger. And if you're in the ring, and you're now the punching bag for an angry Knightmare, I wouldn't want to be you, let's put it that way. So I'm a little bit scared for the well-being and the health of Riddle. because Knightmare is pissed off, man. He's very angry. His cousin eliminated him from the Gladiators Gauntlet match, even though Knightmare already had eliminated him from the Gladiators Gauntlet match. He came in, already eliminated, and threw Knightmare out. And Knightmare, you know, he was so close. He was en route to becoming the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. He could have won that gauntlet. So Monger's got a lot of badness lined up for him if Knightmare can get his hands on him. But the owner has said these guys can't fight. They're banned from fighting. But if they want matches, they've got them. So Knightmare's got Riddle, and later on tonight, Monger will be facing Havok. Now, I will say, I'm just looking at Knightmare right now, and I'm scared. If I was in the ring with him, I wouldn't want to be there. And Riddle's in a bad way, man. You know, like I said, positive thoughts for Riddle. Maybe he can pull a surprise victory, but I think as much as anyone else in the ring right now, as much as anyone else in the arena, I don't like Riddle's chances, but I think he's gonna do his best. I think he's gonna fight to the end. Oh my god, a massive right hand there from Knightmare, just wiping Riddle off his feet. This is gonna be over quick, ladies and gentlemen. Knightmare just throwing these clubbing punches to Riddle, turning him around. Look at this arrow whip from Knightmare into the corner. Knightmare runs in and like a spear-type move, shoulder block into the corner, grabbing Riddle's legs, and Knightmare's just playing with his food, just slams him down. Man, just end it. Just end it. Knightmare's got to let off steam, kick to the abdomen, punch there. Side headlock from Knightmare. Riddle pushes the knee away. What's Riddle got in mind? Look at these! Riddle throwing strikes at Knightmare. Riddle spinning kick, but Knightmare kicks the inside leg. Kick from Knightmare, just taking Riddle off his feet. This ain't looking good for Riddle, man. This ain't looking good. Knightmare punch, side headlock. Look at this. On hook, slams him over, back body drop. I do get the feeling that Knightmare is not even taking this serious, man. He's just laying waste to this guy. Look at this, spinning him around. Neck breaker. Knightmare just torning him up now. Riddle is in a bad place. What has Knightmare got lined up? Look, Riddle up to his feet. Knightmare with his nice strong right hands just clubbing him. I think he's just enjoying this more than anything. Up onto the second rope. Drives his knee into the back of Riddle and he just crumbles face first to the mat. Poor guy. Poor guy. Look, Knightmare just sit him up, knee in the face. Oh my god. This is leaving a message for Monger if nothing else. Look at this, twisting the arm. Brings him round. Neck breaker with the arm. Cutter style. Just vicious. Just vicious from Knightmare. He's just standing there, man. He's just playing with his food. Picking Riddle up. Riddle sweeps out the leg. Riddle, oh my god. He tried, man. He tried with all his might. And Knightmare just kitchen sinked him and then stomped on his freaking face. This is just nasty. Picking Riddle up to his feet. Knightmare, kite effect. Oh my god. It's over. Just pin him. Just pin him. This is brutal. This is brutal. Knightmare locks him up onto his shoulders. Not like this. Not like this, Devastator. It's over. Riddle doesn't know where he is. He's in a world of pain. For the cover, that's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. And Knightmare picks up the victory here tonight on Shockwave 46. Leaving a message from Monger. Poor guy. Poor guy in Riddle. He needs a nice ice bath tonight. Get home, relax. Get a strong drink in your Riddle, and you might feel better in the morning. Knightmare victorious here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe up next on the show is the Jacob Drake Open Challenge, Internet Championship on the line. I'm interested to see who's gonna take Drake up on the challenge, and here he is, the main man himself, the Internet Champion. Looking good as always. People can deny the talent of this guy, but there is a reason that he is the Internet Champion. There is a reason that he has defended it in some great matches. Just last show, he had a great match against Inferno. And I know people don't like the guy. I know that they think he's cocky. I know that they think he's arrogant. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. But I am saying that this guy lives up to his Messiah of the Squared Circle moniker. Do not underestimate this guy. He is the nephew of the owner, and I know a lot of people say, oh, he's only in the position he is because he's the nephew of the owner, but I do not think the owner has ever given Jacob Drake special treatment. If anything, he's given it to him rough. He's made him fight some hard fights in his time. I know he gave him a shot in the CWO very early on in XWF, but you know, look at this. 10 defend to Bryce Upson, Clayton Carver, Matt King, Titus Valentine, Alien Tommy, Ken Tarrant, Inferno. That's 7 strong title defenses. Can he make it 8 tonight? Who's going to take him up with the challenge? Jason Chapel comes to the XWF. This guy is another XWA veteran, and he has never wrestled for the XWF. This is epic to see. I'm glad to see Chapel here tonight. Big fan of this guy's work. Best friend of Rayho. These guys have had some great tag matches together in their time, but Chapel he's also a great singles competitor. He had great success in XWA, he had some great matches, and he's here tonight, making his debut on XWF. Challenging for the Internet Championship. You know, if anyone can knock Jacob Drake off his pace, it could be this man right here in the form of Jason Chapel. Great guy, great talent. I think we're going to have a great match here tonight. Interested to see how this goes down. Definitely interested. Internet Championship goes on the line here tonight. XWF Shockwave, thanks for joining us. I think we're going to have a great title match here. Fans seem happy to see Chapel. Jacob Drake passes the Internet Championship over to the referee, and you can see in his eyes how much he loves that title and how much he wants to hit that 10 defend, and Chapel's ready. Chapel's energized. Referee holding the belt above his head. This is real, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. Jason Chapel, a man on a mission. Jacob Drake, a man on a mission. These two locking horns. Who's going to be the better chain wrestler? The Messiah snipping to the behind of Jason Chapel, but Jason stretches the arms out, turns into a waist lock of his own. Chapel crushing down to the mat there. Waist lock, squeezing the air out of Jacob Drake, but he turns it around into a waist lock again. Do not underestimate this guy. The square circle. Slamming him down. Headlock on the floor. What's Chapel got in mind? He rolls him over. Side headlock. These guys really going at it. Who's going to find a way out of this first? Jacob Drake pushing Chapel all the way back onto the ropes. Bounces him off the ropes. What's he got in mind? Back body drop there from Jacob Drake on Chapel. Picking him up to his feet. Irish whip from Jacob Drake into the corner. Running in. Chapel moves and Jacob Drake slams straight onto that middle turnbuckle. And this could be a turning point in the match for Jason Chapel. As he picks Jacob Drake up to his feet. Snapmare there. Very nicely done. Look at Chapel. Neck snapper. Beautifully done. This guy's not missed a step. Up onto the turnbuckle, torn into the fans. They're happy to see this guy in XWF. Jacob Drake getting up to his feet. Do not showboat to Jacob Drake, because Jason Chapel has just left himself open to an attack from Drake. Going for another bludgeon with the elbow, but Chapel blocks it. Snapmare kick to the spine there. Chapel almost playing with Jacob Drake. Drake using the ropes to pull himself up. That's Chapel got in mind. Irish whip. Straight off the ropes. Goes for a back elbow, but Drake blocks it. Throwing some nice strikes here. Working down on the back and the shoulders of Chapel, but Chapel fights back. Running with a clothesline, putting all his body weight in and just knocks Drake off his feet. Chapel for the cover. 1, 2, no. We haven't got a new Internet champion just yet, but Chapel looking very strong early on in this match. Goes for a kick. Drake blocks it. Elbow right in the kneecap. What a nasty move. Headlock takedown. Squeezing the air out of him. Squeezing the air out of him. Wrench in the neck. Jacob Drake, a vicious individual he wants to be, but Chapel rolls him over. Drake slamming the head, slamming the head, slamming the head. He's got a game plan. Work that head. Work that head, because if you can get a Drake break in, if you can get a World's Infamous neck breaker in, if you can get a player hater in, that's all going to affect their head. And that's Jacob Drake's game plan. Nice suplex there for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out just before the 2 by Jason Chapel. Not enough to keep him down. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you a little bit of background history for Jason Chapel. This guy has a great run. A great run in the XWA. Look at that powerbomb! Oh my god! Bouncing him off the top rope into a sit-down powerbomb from Jacob Drake. Powerful move. I wouldn't be surprised if that puts him away. That's a 1, that's a 2, and a kick out just before the 3 by Jason Chapel. Now, as I was saying, I've seen this guy have some great matches. I've seen him go one-on-one with Matt King. I've seen him go one-on-one with Static. I've seen him go one-on-one with Lord. I've seen him have an absolute clinic of a match with Reverend Dow. I've seen him fight Knightmare. I've seen him fight Damage. I've seen him have a great match with James Cougar multiple times. You know, Jason Chapel is an asset to have here in the XWF, and a rope break there. Great match so far from these two. I think if anyone's going to put Jacob Drake to a really good match, it's Chapel, and a shoulder block off the ropes. Off the ropes again from Jason Chapel, and another shoulder block. Drake doesn't know where he is. Look at this, going for a clothesline. Drake straight under the armor. Drake slams him down with that sit-out, spin-out bomb. Jason Chapel picking Jacob Drake up to his feet, rolls him through. Look at the strength in this. Deadlift, sit-out powerbomb from a schoolboy. Jason Chapel, all-round athlete. Strong, fast, agile, muscular. 1, 2. Kick out, and a kick out there from Jacob Drake, proving why he's got the heart and soul of a champion. Even if you don't like him, you can't deny it. But look at Chapel, he's fired up, he's energized. He's one step away from becoming the internet champion. He goes for a kick, but Drake blocks it. Elbow right in the kneecap. Cross chop to the throat there from Jacob Drake. Forearm smash. Sling blade there, slamming the back of the head of Jason Chapel into the ground. What's Drake got in mind? Look at this, look at this. World's most infamous neck breaker. This could be over for Jason Chapel. The signature move. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out on 2.75. Jacob Drake cannot believe it. I think he thought he had it in the bag. And you can see in Jacob Drake's face, he's asking what has he got to do to keep this guy down, and he's turning him up for a Drake break. He's turning him up for a Drake break. Here we go. Drake break. Chapel fighting back. Elbow to the side of the head. Chapel taking back control of the match. Irish whip straight into the corner. Just bludgeoning the kidneys of Jacob Drake. Turns him around, pushes him into the corner. Another forearm smash, and again, right on the forehead. Jason Chapel, Irish whip into the corner. This is his chance. Runs in, but he misses with that clothesline in the corner. And Drake clotheslines him into the corner, and Chapel into seated position. This is not where you want to be. Jacob Drake, player hater into the side of the skull, and he rolls Chapel over for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Jacob Drake retains the title against Jason Chapel. And I think Jason Chapel took Jacob Drake to the limit tonight. He gave him a great match. But unfortunately for Jason Chapel, Jacob Drake remains. He retains. He is still the XWF Internet Champion. He is still the Messiah of the squared circle, whether you like to admit it or not. And there he is, just looking into the camera. Look how cocky he is with his Internet Championship. He loves it. That is an 8th defense. Tobias Upson, Clayton Carver, Nat King, Titus Valentine, Alien Tommy, Ken Tariff, Inferno, Jason Chapel. Jacob Drake continues to be an impressive Internet Champion here tonight. We're going backstage. Hazard and Upson backstage. And Hazard is saying, how did it feel to be thrown into steel stairs? And Upson says, well, how did it feel to get showed up right back to corner? These two having it off, man. And Hazard said, well, maybe I should make you look stupid again. He's leaving. He's such a weasel, and he's a challenge. He's challenged Upson to a match next show and challenged you. And Upson's accepted. So we're going to see Upson versus Hazard next show. I think that could be a good match. We're moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Havok making his way down to the ring, and this guy, he was not on the show. He was not on the return show, and he went backstage, and he said to the owner, I want a match. And a lot of people don't like Havok, man. Right, but this is what I will always say about Havok, is that he takes initiative. There's going to be plenty of people in this locker room right now that want to be in a match. How many of them went to see the owner and said they wanted a match? As far as I'm aware, none. But this guy right here, Havok, he took it upon himself to go and find the owner and say he wanted a match. And he's got one, so it worked. Take initiative. Now, there is a downside to this. The match that he got is against Monger. And maybe that's more than he, maybe that's more than he wanted to bite off and chew. But at the end of the day, he's got a match. And if Havok could beat Monger tonight, that would put him on the map massively. That would put him on the map massively. But that is a feat in itself, because Monger is a destructive individual. And anyone that has crossed his path has been left as nothing but rubble and wreckage on the ground. But I think Havok's ready, man. I think Havok's going to give his best shot in this. I think Havok knows what's on the line, and I think he knows this could jumpstart his career again in XWF. Havok is a one-time internet champion. He's a one-time No Holds Barred champion, but this is Monger. I said it. I was bigging up Havok, but I see this guy, and he's like a Greek god. The physique of a Greek god. The anger in his eyes as he walks there's like a thickness in the air of just fear. And I can feel it radiating from anyone that faces this guy. And Havok will put on a straight face. Havok will put on a straight face, and he'll put on some armor, and he'll put up a visage that he's not afraid as he walks around the ring. But deep down in your gut, if you are facing Monger, you are fearing Monger. Because every week you see what this guy can do. Every single show you see this guy just dismantle individuals like they're nothing. And Havok is now the next in line. He's a dangerous individual, man. Knightmare's cousin Monger. He wants to make a name for himself. And tonight, he has a chance to once again show what he can do against Havok, a veteran. Havok is a veteran. This is it. Havok goes for a punch. Monger blocks it and just right fists him in the forehead, bounces him off the ropes. What's Havok got in mind? Oh my god, Havok just gets back body dropped. You can see the pain. Look at Monger just wrenching the neck, almost tearing his head off his damn shoulders, slamming him down into the mat. You know, this is the point where Havok starts to think, maybe this was the wrong decision, as he gets short arm clothesline by Monger. Short arm clothesline again. Destructive force by Monger as he picks Havok up to his feet again, and short arm clothesline for a third time, just cutting him down to size. You know, a part of me says just lay there and let him pin you, Havok, to avoid the destruction that could happen to your body. I mean, you might never survive this. Massive Irish whip from Monger, and Havok just crumbles down. He's crawling. He's crawling up the ropes to try and get back to his feet. This is not a place you want to be. Monger, look at this. Look, this just throws it. Oh my god. It's like he weighs nothing. This guy is so strong. Havok, he's trying to fight back. Punch to the forehead. Havok, jab. Knife edge chop, jab. Knife edge chop. Throwing everything he's got at Monger. Bounces him off the rope. Runs in clothesline. He takes Monger off his feet. This is Havok. This is your chance, man. Everything you got. Bring out everything in the kitchen sink. Grabs him by the head. Runs in bulldog on Monger. Havok fighting for the pin. For the cover. Not even one. Not even a one. I think Havok's expression said it all. I think it said it all. Havok with the gut kick. But Monger grabs the head and uses a knee drop jawbreaker and clotheslines Havok off his feet. And Monger just doesn't even seem like he's phased from the beating that he took. And he's fatigued. He's out of energy. He's bounced off the rope by Monger, and Monger just drives through him like a bulldozer, picking Havok up to his feet. Look at this. 2 hands around the throat and throws him over his head. This is absolutely mad. Same move again. Havok, like a rag doll, just being tossed around. An old rag doll being tossed around into the bin. I think Monger was going for it again. But Havok, the fighting spirit of Havok, it's coming back. Knee to the face of Monger. This is what Havok needs. He's got to fight back with every fiber of his being. Think of what this could do for your career. A headbutt. Havok takes Monger off his feet. Havok's energized. This is your chance, Havok. Prove to the world that you can beat Monger. Clothesline from Monger. Look at this. Havok being picked up again like a toy at Christmas. Dropped on his face. Monger off the rope. All his body weight onto the lower body of Havok, and Havok is decimated. Massive punch to the face. Monger, we've seen this before. The signature move, the spine snapper. And Havok's trying to get up to his feet. He's still got fight in him. Bicep of God, the finisher move of Monger. And Havok doesn't know where he is. 1, 2, 3, and it's over. And that's all she wrote. Monger defeats Havok here tonight on Shockwave. I don't think there was ever any doubt, but I think we do have to say that Havok held his own. Havok gave it a good fight, and I think that's the only fair thing we can say. Knightmare's now on stage, facing down at his cousin Monger, and Monger is staring back, and you can feel the hate radiating there. These guys do not like each other. These guys want to fight. These guys want to go all out. They want to take it and leave it all on the line. Knightmare wants to put his cousin away once and for all, but that night is not tonight. We're going backstage, ladies and gentlemen. And Junction is saying that he's tired and he's bored of this little clique. He's saying that Damage and Sean Savage and the new douchebag known as Hazard, I agree. Someone needs to put him in their place, according to Junction. And Junction is saying that Savage cost him his match last week. He had nearly beaten Damage. And he's saying that he's challenging Sean Savage to a no-holds-barred title match next show. Oh my god, that is big, ladies and gentlemen. That is big. We know a match, again, another match for next show will be Junction versus Sean Savage in an Extreme Rules match for the No Holds Barred Championship, and I'm looking forward to that. That's a big match. I think Junction could put his name in history if he could take the No Holds Barred Championship off for Sean Savage, but we're moving on to our next match now. And James Cougar making his way down to the ring, and this guy put on a great match against the World Heavyweight Champion last show, Luke Loins, and I think that he really showed the people that don't know this guy already just how good he can be. He hasn't missed a step in the ring since his XWA days, and I think that his challenge against Damage is bold. I think these guys have faced each other plenty of times in the past. They know each other, they know the workings of each other's movesets, the psychology. So I think they're going to have a great match. But if James Cougar can beat Damage tonight, he will take Damage's #1 contendership for the World Heavyweight Championship away from him. And Damage had to win the Gladiators Gauntlet to get that. And that is one of the biggest matches in XWF history. So to have to go through all of that, win the #1 contendership, and then lose it in a match tonight, that would be devastating to the career of Damage. Because Damage is a guy that has never been a World Heavyweight Champion in any promotion. You know, this guy's got accolades to his name. This guy is a one-time XWF Tag Team Champion. This guy is an XWF No Holds Barred Champion. This guy is an XWA Tag Team Champion. This guy is an XWA Independent Champion. This guy has accolades to his name, that he has never been a world champion. And he's had loads of chances. He's had loads of chances. He's had a match against Datacon, but he couldn't get the job done. Now this is the difference. This is Damage's path to becoming a World Heavyweight Champion. This is the closest path that he's ever had. He's in the height of his career. He's looking good. He's at the best time of his career. He's not a tag team wrestler anymore. He's been having great runs as a singles competitor for years. And he's now won the Gladiators Gauntlet. He's the #1 contender. This is his chance. But if he loses that #1 contendership tonight to James Cougar, it was all for nothing. These two locking horns. Bit of chain wrestling from Damage and Cougar. Interesting. Cougar wins with a wrist lock. And Cougar, look at this. Foot on the back of Damage's leg and turns it into an arm bar here. Can Damage find a way out? Oh, Cougar applying that pressure and he lets go. Stare down. Cougar knows that he's in Damage's head right now, and that is not the place Damage wants him to be. Damage is the one that plays the mind games, and now Damage taking control of the chain wrestling with a waist lock on the floor. Cougar using his strength to stand back up to his feet, turns it into a waist lock of his own. Who's going to come out on top of this? Cougar slams Damage down in exactly the same way as Damage did to him just minutes ago, and now using this headlock, and Damage working his way up to his feet. Look at this. But Cougar knee to the face and Damage crumbles down. A little stare down here, but Cougar bounces Damage off the ropes. What's he got in mind? Goes for a kick, but Damage blocks it on a clothesline. Damage picking Cougar back up to his feet, a forearm blasted there, but Cougar ducks the second one and hits him with a kick in the abdomen. Cougar knife edge chop there. European uppercut and Damage crumbles down to the mat. A lot on the line for Damage here. A lot on the line. Cougar going for a body slam, but Damage fights his way out of it. Forearm smash from Damage. Goes for another one, but Cougar throws him over fireman's carry style, and Cougar has got Damage's number here tonight. Cougar's got Damage's number. European uppercut in the corner. Damage crumbles down. Cougar looking very strong early on. Very strong. Irish whip into the corner. Cougar again with a second European uppercut. Damage. Taking these European uppercuts on the chin. Cougar torn in the fans, running in for European uppercut in the third one, and Damage crumbles down. This is not where Damage wants to be. Leg hook for the cover. That's a 1. That's a 2. And a kick out on 2 by Damage. Early on, Cougar has got Damage's number here tonight on Shockwave 46. Sidewalk slam there. Sidewalk slam from Cougar. Damage in a world of pain right now. But Damage fighting back. Here we go. This is what he needs. Super kick! Out of nowhere, and that could be the tide changing for James Cougar. If Damage can stay in control, this is the move and momentum, the shift of momentum that he needs. Picking Cougar up to his feet. Damage with another jawbreaker, working that jaw, neck, and head area. As we know, his finishing maneuver is the brain damage and a nice dropkick in the chest cavity there. James Cougar was looking very good, very strong early on, but Damage, and this is something that Damage is so good at doing. If you give Damage an opening, Oh man, look at that. That's just cockiness. If you give Damage an opening, he will find a way to turn that opening into 100 miles an hour. On his side, a massive neck breaker onto his knee. He will find a way to turn that against you in ways you never understood. That's a 1. That's a 2. And a kick out just after the 2 by James Cougar. Damage is a master of dwindling down his opponents, working down their stamina, working down their ability, working down their moveset. He knows what he's doing. And when he smells blood, he takes that out on you. Forfeit! Look at this. Sit down buster from Damage. Leg hooks for the cover. For the 1. For the 2. And a kick out just after the 2. The shoulder up by James Cougar. Like I said, Cougar was looking extremely strong early on, but Damage has now turned this really back in his favor. Damage runs in for a splash, but Cougar turns out. And a headbutt from Cougar. Nearly knocked himself off his feet with that headbutt, but Cougar trying to take control back in this battle. Look at this, 1-arm neck breaker, slamming it down onto his shoulder, and that's violent. That is violent but effective. Damage holding his neck and shoulder from that move. This is exactly what Cougar needs to turn this tide of this battle. Just remember, the #1 contendership for the heavyweight championship is on the line right here. Cougar kicks Damage out of the corner. Look at this. Sunset flip powerbomb slams him down. Beautifully done. Beautifully done by James Cougar. And we've seen this before. The inhuman strength of James Cougar with the sit-out. Gut-wrench sit-out powerbomb. Absolutely incredible. Damage, visibly gasping for air after that move. Probably winded. And a Michinoku driver from James Cougar. He's pulling out all the stops. He is pulling out all the stops, but so would you if the World Heavyweight Championship #1 contendership was on the line. 2 shoulder blocks from Cougar. Damage throws Cougar outside of the ring, but I don't think he realized that Cougar stayed up and he went to the top rope. Double axe handle in the forehead of Damage, and Cougar is hyped. He's hyped up. Damage in a world of pain right now. He probably doesn't know where he is. He's rocked, but Damage somehow fighting back with a spin kick to the gut. Bounces Cougar off the rope. Drop kick in the chest cavity. Drop kick in the forehead. Cougar goes for a clothesline. Damage spins it around into a spin-out neck breaker. Float over style. Picking Cougar up to his feet. Damage puts Cougar up for collateral damage. And he nails the signature maneuver. Viciously. Leg hooks for the cover. Damage for the win. 1, 2, 3. And a kick out just before the 3 by James Cougar. Surviving the collateral damage. What has Damage gotta do to keep James Cougar down? What has Damage gotta do to remain the #1 contender? But James Cougar blocks it in a headbutt, knocking Damage off his feet. And James Cougar, he's ready for action. He's ready for action as he picks Damage up to his feet. What's Cougar got in mind? Look at this strike combo from Cougar! Taking Damage down. What is Hazard doing here? He just jumped over the audience barrier. Look at Cougar just looking at him. Hazard just up on the apron. Get down! Get down, you are not part of this match. And Hazard just pointing at Cougar, just taunting him. Look at this. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Cougar, go get him, yeah! Hazard jumps off the rope like a little weasel, like a little scaredy cat. Look at him just shouting at the fans. Damage, grabbing Cougar. The Cougar, elbow. Damage 40 had him. Damage 40 had him. Cougar grabs him. Damage, elbow. Fights him around. Cougar doesn't know where he is. Punch in the back of the head. Damage, no. Not like this. Brain damage! Cougar was distracted. He tried to fight back, but he did not see that coming. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. And Damage wins with the help of Hazard and retains his World Heavyweight #1 contendership. It's a nasty, dirt, cheap finish that feels unwarranted and unearned. But Damage is the #1 contender still, and you cannot take it away from him. A win is a win. Not my preferred style, but a win is a win. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is our main event, the Ceremonial Championship Open Invitational Gauntlet. The owner's talking, he's saying that he's excited to introduce the women in the main event for the first time ever. And to add stakes to the match, it's going to be a Ceremonial Championship match. The belt will be on the line, and the Ceremonial Championship will be very similar to the men's internet title. So if the women can defend it 10 times, they can cash it in for a title shot at the Women's Championship. They have to surrender the belt in the same way the Internet Championship does. And the Women's Champion will be crowned soon, but for tonight, this is the Ceremonial Championship Gauntlet, the ceremonial title. So let's start this. I'm looking forward to this, guys. I'm looking forward to this. And we're opening with... Oh, I know who this is. This is Hamako, and I've heard great things about her. Great things about Hamako, and she's entering number 1 in the Ceremonial Championship Open Invitational Gauntlet match. Could she go the whole way? Possibly. I've heard great things about Hamako. I've seen some stuff that she's done in the past, and I think she's got a lot of potential here in the XWF. Can she become the first ever Ceremonial Champion? Well, I guess we're going to find out tonight. But who will be number 2 in this gauntlet match? We've seen some women, but we have not seen the full depth of this roster. What the hell? Who is this? I don't know who this is. Oh, okay! It's Bella Morte, the friend slash associate slash tag team partner of Banshee. This is Bella Morte. Now, Banshee was one of the first women to debut in XWF on our return show, Shockwave 45, where Banshee defeated Celeste in a great competitive match. And Bella Morte here came down to the ring alongside with Banshee to watch the match. Now, I've seen some great stuff from Bella Morte. I've seen some clips of her finishing maneuver, her signature maneuver. She's a very talented and athletic individual. Many people say that she is on level with Banshee, and we saw just how good Banshee was last show. So if Bella Morte can bring that sort of level of, wrestling ability to the table, I think we're going to see a great showing from Bella Morte tonight as she takes on Hamako. It's our opening match for this gauntlet. Don't forget, the winner will be crowned the first ever XWF Ceremonial Champion. What a great way to end the show tonight. Great main event. I'm really glad the owner gave the main event to the women tonight, and I think between the roster we've got here tonight, I think they're really going to pull out all the stops, because this Open Invitational is open to anyone, so this is their chance to make a mark, If they want to become the Ceremonial Champion and kickstart their career here in the XWF, this is their chance. Bella Morte, she's so unorthodox in the way that she comes down to the ring, she radiates confidence. But can she put that on display when she faces Hamako tonight? She's definitely a confident individual. She's definitely confident. You can feel it, radiating off of her. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Opening contest, forearm. Massive forearm from Hamako, laying Bella Morte out in one shot. 1, 2, 3, and Bella Morte gets a shoulder up. I was going to say that big entrance just to get knocked out in one move would have been embarrassing for Bella Morte, but she's still in the fight. Hamako touring her up. Bella Morte with a forearm smash. And another one. Hamako up to her feet. Sling blade from Bella Morte. Beautifully done. Picking Hamako up to her feet. What's Bella Morte got in store? Hip toss. Cartwheel. Oh my god. Running knee right in between the eyes. And Hamako doesn't know where she is. She's dazed and confused trying to get up to her feet. Torn from Bella Morte. Goes for a strike. Hamako striking back. Hamako is one of the best strikers on the female roster. I can tell you that much. Kicking Bella Morte into the corner. Bella Morte slides around behind her. Shot to the back of the head. Look at this. Slips under the arm. Bella Morte. Kiss of death! Oh my god! The finishing maneuver. So quickly out of nowhere. For the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Hamako's eliminated from this gauntlet match. Bella Morte continues to the next competitor. Who's it going to be? Who's going to make their way out now to face Bella Morte? Look how cocky she is. She's eliminated Hamako already, and she's ready for the next competitor. And it's Celeste, the girl that could not beat Bella Morte's friend Banshee on our last show. This would be a way for her to prove her chops if she could beat Banshee's friend here tonight. Celeste, a very talented individual, put on a great match on our debut show. The question is, can she pick up the victory tonight and become the Ceremonial Champion? I'm not sure, but I think she's definitely going to put it all on the line. And Bella Morte walking around the outside of the ring, giving Celeste her moment to celebrate. Look how cocky Bella Morte is. Celeste looks ready for action. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 of our gauntlet match. Bella Morte grabs Celeste, goes for an elbow. Celeste fights out with a knee. Irish whip, pulls her back in a headbutt from Celeste. Bella Morte crumbles to the ground. Celeste stand on the attack. Spin around forearm there. Picking Bella Morte up, and an enziguri step-up style. Bella Morte crumbles to the mat. What Celeste got going for her. Irish whip throws Bella Morte into the corner. Look at this. Celeste turns her around, lines her up. Pulls her back in. Tornado DDT off the second rope, delivered with expertise. For the cover. 1, 2, 3, and I thought that was over. But Bella Morte proves she's still got some fight in her when she gets her shoulder up on the 2 count. Celeste staying in charge here. Look at this. Snap suplex. Beautifully done. Staying on the attack. She knows she cannot give Bella Morte time to breathe. Another snap suplex. Beautifully done. Picking Bella Morte up to her feet again. And this time, a third snap suplex. And float over for the cover. 1, 2, and 3 nearly. Bella Morte got her shoulder up just in time. Celeste picking Bella Morte up to her feet, staying on the attack. Look at this. Michinoku driver. Pulling over the leg for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, again. Bella Morte still fighting, still staying in this match. Celeste toning her up. What she got in mind? Look at this. Goes for a kick. Bella Morte blocks it and spins over the top with a heel kick. Knocking Celeste over. Now Bella Morte taking control of the match. Forearm smash. And another one. Celeste up to her feet. Sling blade on Celeste. Bella Morte could put her away. This is your chance. Wait, on the arm. Super kick from Celeste. Taking the jaw off of Bella Morte. And now Celeste going up to the top rope. What she got in mind going high risk from Celeste. Shooting star press, the finishing maneuver from Celeste for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Bella Morte is eliminated from the ceremonial gauntlet match. Main event so far, absolutely thrilling. Celeste continues. Who will be coming out to face her next? Oh, it is Banshee, the woman that defeated her last show, coming out to get revenge for her partner / friend who has been eliminated at the hands of Celeste. And now Banshee is making her way down to the ring. If Celeste could beat Banshee tonight, that would be a redeeming factor from last show where she lost. Don't get me wrong, the match was great, but Banshee proved she was the better competitor last show. Can Celeste get that win back in the bag tonight in this gauntlet match? Bear in mind that Celeste has had to have a match already against Bella Morte, and Banshee taking control already here. Side headlock. Celeste fighting out with her knee. Wrenching the arm here. Banshee uses a fist to fight her off. Banshee, look at this. Massive scoop slam from Banshee. In control of the match. And Banshee kick to the shin. Banshee runs in and a kick in the chest. Celeste using the rope to pull herself up. She's in a bad way. Celeste. Oh, she grabs Banshee and puts her in. Moves Banshee up to the top rope. What she got in mind? Banshee kicks out. Banshee kicks off. Banshee jumps up and a pop-up. Drop kick in the throat. Celeste is in a bad way. Banshee knee to the chest. Banshee hook up. Hurricane run from Banshee. Banshee in pure control of this match, and she's just torning. Celeste's coming up to her feet. Celeste goes for a kick. Banshee blocks it. Look at this, spins the leg around. Oh, Celeste clothesline. And another one from Celeste. Banshee's up to her feet, goes for a clothesline. Banshee gets super kicked. Oh my god, she's going to go for it again. She's going to go for the shooting star press, a finishing maneuver. Could she eliminate Banshee the same way she did Bella Morte? Banshee gets her knees up, oh my god. Wind in, straight into a lament. The finishing maneuver for Banshee. Leg hooks for the cover. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3. And Banshee eliminates Celeste in a vicious way with that lament. It's a beautifully done finisher. Who's going to come out to challenge Banshee? And ladies and gentlemen, the debut of Luna. I've heard great things about Luna. In terms of pure weight and muscle and height, Luna is one of the biggest on the roster. She's got a lot of weight behind her, but she's also very athletic. And I'm interested to see what she can bring to the table in this gauntlet match. I'm liking the vibe, man. The music, the lighting. It's eerie. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, Banshee's ready for action. Luna's ready for action. Luna at least a head taller than Banshee and reverses the attack punch. Massive kick! Oh my god! Wiping Banshee off her feet for the cover. Is that it? 1, 2. No, a kick out just before the 2. Banshee's still in the fight. Banshee is still in the fight. Luna picking Banshee up to her feet. Look at this massive forearm. These strikes are vicious. Irish whip, bouncing Banshee off the rope, and a Hurricane Runner there, jumped into it. Very nicely done. Banshee not getting much offense here as Luna whips her into the ropes. Luna runs in. Look at this monkey flip, throwing Banshee 3/4 of the way across the ring. Luna, leg hook for the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out just before the 3. Banshee remains in the match. She's still fighting. She's still got breath in her. Luna sits Banshee up. Look at this. Headlocks with her legs and just throwing elbow shots into the forehead. Just bludgeoning the head. Extremely effective offense here. And Luna with a knife-edge chop and another one. Banshee's not got much offense in so far. Irish whip runs into that monkey flip again, but Banshee moves out the way and a clothesline cutting her off. Banshee staying on the offense now. This is her moment. She's got to fight back. She's taking a lot of offense from Luna, but Luna reverses the kick. Luna, sit out, spinebuster! Oh my god. Banshee in a bad way as Luna is torn her up. This could be lights out for Banshee. She's done well. No, Banshee straight back in the attack. Clothesline. Where's she finding this energy? Calf kick, but Luna moves out the way. An Irish whips her, bounces her off the ropes. Banshee going for a suplex. Oh my god, right on the top of her head. I think it's lights out for Banshee as Luna taunts her up. Luna goes for a kick. Banshee kick to the inside leg. Banshee, lemon! Out of nowhere. Somehow she pulled it out the bag. The low kick. Left count. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Banshee eliminates a second competitor. And who's she gonna face next? Oh, Marie Gonzalez. She's in the house and she is energized. This individual is a great competitor. Extremely athletic, extremely strong, a great all-rounder. And Mary is making her way down to the ring. Mary versus Banshee. I think this could be a great match. Little stare down from these two. Banshee limit! No, Mary blocks it, pushes her away and flying clothesline. Speeding like a freaking freight train. Picks Banshee up and another flying clothesline, driving Banshee off her feet. Mary could be the foil to beat Banshee. Eat Marie! Nails a signature move on Banshee for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out just before the 3 by Banshee. She's still got fight in her. Banshee trying to make her way up to her feet. Marie, the fresh individual, Irish whip, bounces her off the ropes. Look at this, Marie, massive hip toss, slamming Banshee down with a force of 1,000 tons. Forearm smash, massive athletic kicks here. Kickboxing background from Mary Gonzalez. Goes for a grapple. Banshee's fighting back. She's throwing everything she's got. Grabs Mary by the side of the head. Tornado DDT of her own. Trying to go one step further than Celeste did earlier on. Going for a grapple, but Mary fights back. She's still fresh. Rotation and forearm smash. Discus style. Clubbing the forehead of Banshee. Banshee doesn't know where she is. Mary! Hurricane Runner. Driving Banshee into the mat. Marie, look at this. Northern Light suplex with the bridge for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out just before the 3. Banshee is still in the fight. She's still in the game. Mary picks her up. Banshee somehow digging deep for a clothesline. And a second one off the rope. Crescent kick right in the forehead of Mary. And Banshee's torn her up. I don't know where she's digging down to find this momentum, to find this energy. But now Marie with a clothesline of her own. And another one. She's on fire. Crescent moon kick. Moves out the way. Banshee moves. Marie up to her feet. Lament! She's hit another one. For the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Banshee eliminates a third competitor. Is Banshee gonna go all the way? Oh my god. Oh my god. The debut of Penny the Python Jacobs, the daughter of Mark the Viper Jacobs. The pedigree of this wrestler, second generation superstar, father, incredible athlete, the owner of the Master of Professional Wrestlers Wrestling School. She has some of the best training possible, and she's making her way down fresh. And Banshee has had to fight through Celeste. She's had to fight through Luna. She's had to fight through Marie Gonzalez. What she's got left in the tank now has to face the Python, Penny Jacobs. And Penny Jacobs loves it. Look how slow and cocky she is. She doesn't care what the fans think. She's almost confident that she's got this in the bag. Look. Taking her time. Taking her time. You know, any other wrestler would run down and get Banshee while she's still recovering from fighting 3 rounds. But Penny Python Jacobs doesn't care. She doesn't care if Banshee's recovering. She wants to absorb this moment. She wants the fans to know who she is. She wants them to worship her. Python, Penny the Python Jacobs, debuts here on XWF Shockwave. Oh my god, what a clothesline, ripping the head off of Banshee. Look at this, capture suplex, oh my god. Oh my god, Banshee just crumbled to the mat from that. Python, Penny the Python, look at this wrestling takedown, textbook. Picking Banshee up to her feet. Banshee doesn't know where she is. Look at this. Oh, rib breaker. Pulling out every page from the wrestling textbook for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Banshee gets a shoulder up. Penny Jacobs in control here. Goes for a punch. Banshee's fighting back with everything she's got. She's digging down deep. Penny punches her right in the chest. Oh my god, flying clothesline. Banshee was trying to fight back. She was trying to dig down for every fiber of her being. Extreme German suplex! Oh my god! The signature maneuver of her father. And Banshee's trying to get up to her feet. Penny punches her in the back of the head. Extreme Dragon suplex! Oh my god, just launching her. The signature maneuver of Penny Jacobs. The Extreme Tiger suplex. And this is it. Leg hooked. Pythonplex shades of her father. For the cover. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. And Penny eliminates Banshee from this gauntlet match. Can anyone beat Penny Python Jacobs? Can anyone take her down in this gauntlet? Look how cocky she is. She knows she's got this in the bag. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I know who this is. This is Athena. The most dominant woman you have ever seen. An absolute machine, an absolute powerhouse. A chunk of destruction. This woman has dismantled women left, right, and center, and she is here in the XWF. She's making her way to the ring. Penny Jacobs, if you've got a plan for this, you better engage it quick. Penny's walking over. Athena! Round the throat, those big hands. Athena, the finishing choke slam. I'll believe it. For the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Athena eliminates Penny the Python Jacobs just like that. That is asserting dominance. And Handy Mandy, ladies and gentlemen. Heard great things about her. Oh my god. I wish she was debuting in a different way to this. She's debuting against Athena, and I feel sorry. She threw her hat into the ground. Athena around the throat with those big hands. Handy Mandy, please, do something. Choke slam. Oh my god, leg hooked by Athena. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3, and Athena eliminates Handy Mandy just like that. Can anyone stop Athena, ladies and gentlemen? Can anyone stop Athena? Is anyone going to make a move, or is this it? Oh, wait a minute. I know who this is. It's Raven. And I've heard great things about Raven. She's got a heart and soul bigger than most. And if anyone is going to come out here and give Athena a run for her money, it could well be Raven. The fans already seem to be taken to her. And this is our opportunity for someone to remove this just destructive force. Like, Raven's not the biggest, she's not the strongest, but she's very tactical. And she will do what it takes to find a way, to find an opening, to find a chink in the armor of Athena. The problem with Athena is, as already been demonstrated, that if she gets one opportunity, it's over. So Raven's got to play this extremely safe and extremely tactical. This is it. Raven running in. This is her chance. Athena, those hands around the throat. I don't believe this. Not again. Raven, complete shot style. Reverses the choke slam. This is your chance. Clothesline from Raven. And another one, taking her off the feet. taking her off the feet, under the arm, super kick from Raven in the jaw of Athena, knocking her off the feet. Raven, finishing move, curve stomp! She nails her finishing maneuver on Athena for the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, Athena gets a shoulder up. She counters, she kick out a curb stomp. My God. Raven's got to stay on the attack. Stay on her while she's dazed. Stay on her while she's confused. Raven going for the move. No, not like this. Athena just woke up, threw her arms away, threw it over and chokeslammed on Raven. I don't believe this. I don't believe. Not again. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Athena eliminates Raven. I don't think anyone can stop this. I don't think anyone can beat Athena. Leticia Lopez making her way down to the ring. Now this woman is strong, she's fast, she's agile, she's tall. She's got a wrestling background. She's got a Muay Thai background. If anyone's going to take the fight to Athena now, we got to give it to Leticia Lopez. We got to give it to her. Athena, look at this! Oh my God, just throwing her across the ring. This is violent. This is vindictive. This is vicious. And again, Leticia just thrown across the ring like she's nothing. Like she's a bag of rubbish. A bag of rubble. Leticia pushing her off and a drop kick in the forehead, taking Athena off her feet. Leticia, if you've got something in the bag, now's the time to pull it out. Nice clothesline again. Picking Athena up. Stay on there. Just stay on her. Don't give her a second. Athena fights out. Athena fights out. Look at this hand again. Just throws her across the ring. No one can stop her. No one can stop a clothesline from Leticia. Come on. And again from Leticia. This is your moment. Athena goes to a clothesline. Under it. A super kick in the jaw. Leticia Lopez torn into the fans. This is your moment, Leticia. If you can be the one that can eliminate Athena. Goes for a heel kick. Athena blocks it. Spins her around. Athena! Oh no. Not again. Not like this. Not like this. Chokeslam again. I don't believe it. That's an elimination. That's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3, and Athena eliminates Leticia Lopez just like that. Who can stop this? Who can stop this onslaught? This is destructive. Oh, the fans go crazy. Riley Robin, she's tiny. I mean, she's a great athlete, but the size difference here is just incredible. I mean, I hope she's got something up her sleeve. I've heard great things. She's still really young. She's got a whole career ahead of her, and becoming the first ever ceremonial champion would be massive for her, but there's a big roadblock standing in her way, in the form of Athena. The fans seem to be behind her. I'm behind her. Come on, Riley Robin. Let's see what you got. Athena! Oh my God, a throat thrust, and Riley Robin just crumbles. Just crumbles. Athena picks her up to her feet and just throws Riley Robin across the ring. It starts again. It starts again. There's just nothing anyone can do to stop this woman. Oh my God. I mean, Riley Robin's tiny. She doesn't weigh anything as it is. Athena's just launching her across the ring like an old conversation. Look at this, going for it again. Riley's trying to fight out. She pushed her back as much as she could. Runs in the clothesline, taking Athena off her feet. Put all her body weight and shoulder into that clothesline. And it took her off her feet. And another one. You've really got to just put everything you've got into this. Riley Robin, she's fighting a good fight. Goes to grab her, but Athena pushes her away. And Athena, Irish whip, look at the strength. Look at the strength of Riley Robin, just crumbles down. Just shattered. Just shattered and battered. Athena picks her up again. An Irish whip again. Not again. Into the corner, and Riley Robin just comes running out. And another one into the corner. Riley Robin runs straight in. Scissor sweeps her down. Oh my God. It's away from the rope. Pull her back. The finishing maneuver. The STF. The STF. She's got it locked in on the big one. She's got it locked in, but Athena just overpowering the arm. Elbow shot to the face. Elbow shot to the face, and Riley Robin concussed. Concussed. She doesn't know where she is. Athena, oh no, not like this. Not again. Chokeslam from Athena. Riley Robin, elbow. She's fighting out. Riley Robin clothesline. She's fighting back and another one. She's got everything. The crowd behind her under the arm. Riley Robin, high step, drop kick. Athena trying to pick her up. Riley Robin pumped up. She's on fire. She's energized. She's torn in the crowd. Can she do it? Can she do the impossible? She's torning up Athena. Can she do the impossible? Again, STF. She's pulling her away. She's locking it in. She's got the finishing submission hold on Athena. Can you imagine if she could make Athena tap out? Can you imagine if she could make Athena tap out? She's applying that pressure with everything. She's got Athena. No, not again. She's broke the hold. Elbow. Elbow again. Athena does not give in. Athena does not give in. Look at this. Headbutt to Riley Robin. Headbutt to Riley Robin. Headbutt to Riley Robin, and she's down. She's got so much fight in her. She's holding the rope. She's bringing herself up, but Athena doesn't care about the fight. When she scoops, slams you into hell. Oh my God. And Athena is torning Riley Robin up for a choke slam, and I think it's good night. It's good night. Riley Robin, she rolled her. She slid onto her. She slid onto 1, 2, 3. Riley Robin rolled Athena. I don't believe this. The fans going wild. Somehow Riley Robin eliminated Athena. Oh, Athena, come on, you're eliminated. Don't do this. No, Athena, you're already out, man. She's already out. She's already out. Choke slam on Riley Robin. That is unnecessary. She's just telling her, you do not mess with me. And she's leaving. Riley Robin just crumbled on the floor. She's nothing. And now our next competitor. Oh my God. She's here. And I've heard so much about her. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Wicker. Riley Robin is still just a mess on the floor. She's got nothing. Oh, I'm surprised she's still breathing. I'm surprised she's still breathing. And this is eerie, man. This is eerie. This is like a scary movie. This is like a horror scene. That music, man, it's making my skin crawl. Like the hairs on my arms, no lighter, standing up. And Wicker just walking, just motionless. Just making her way to the ring, and Riley Robin's not moving. Riley Robin's not moving, and I feel like she's just like a sacrificial lamb in the ring. Just laying there as Wicker just hauntingly walks down, man. Just taking her time, just like a robot. Just, it's weird, man. I can't even explain the feeling in the arena right now. But it's definitely haunting. It's definitely haunting. And Wicker, she's tall, man. She's an intimidating image. Look at her. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes, man. Taking off her hat, taking off her coat. This is it. This is it. Wicker versus Riley Robin. Wicker gets in the ring. Riley Robin, I mean, look at her. It's over for the cover. Wicker stealing it. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out. Holy hell. Riley Robin kicked out. I mean, she's just subjecting herself to even more of a beating by kicking out. Look at this rib breaker. Oh my God. Viciously done by Wicker for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out again. Riley Robin will not die. She will not stay down. And look at Wicker, what she got in mind. Arm over. Massive spine buster. Oh my God. Just throws the feet around. Wicker just playing with her prey now. Just playing. Picking Riley up to her feet. And Riley's in a bad way. And look at this. Wicker back body drop on Riley. Just bringing her down to the ground with the power of gravity. And Wicker just torning her up. Riley's in a very bad place right now. She's trying to fight back. Look, club to the back. Anything she can do. Throws a punch. But Wicker blocks it. Grabs her by the face. Headbutt. Oh my God. I've never seen someone with so much fight. And look, she's pulling herself up to the rope. She's just trying to keep her head above the water. Trying to keep her above the water. But Wicker just slams her down. You know, I feel the pain in Riley's. I feel the pain in Riley Robinson's body, but she's trying to fight. She knows the ceremonial championship's on the line. Everything she's worked toward. Double arm choke slam. Double hands around the throat. And that could be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and a kick out. A kick out. The fans on their feet are somehow. Riley Robin continues to survive this onslaught of a battle. Off the rope. Riley for a drop kick, but it's blocked. It's blocked. Wicker with the Irish whip. Riley Robin off the rope. Bicycle knee. Somehow she's fighting back. Somehow she's digging down and finding something to fight with. Goes for a kick. But Wicker blocks it, shakes her head, clothesline, and she cuts her off. No matter what Riley Robin brings to the table, Wicker has an answer. Riley, she's scored break in. Rolled her up like she's doing a thing. 1, 2, she's done it. 3, no. Oh, Wicker kicks out. Wicker kicks out. So much dedication from Riley Robin, and nowhere you go. She slipped her in. She slipped her into the signature. She slipped her into the SDF. Can she submit Wicker? The pain is being applied, wrenching the neck, bending the leg, bending the spine. If she can make Wicker tap out, we may have a new ceremonial champion crowned here tonight on XWF. What a main event so far. She is applying that pressure to Wicker. Wicker pulls the arm. Wicker pulls the arm, elbow to the face. Elbow to the face again, and Riley Robin breaks the hold. Wicker up to her feet. turns around. Oh, Riley Robin slides her in again, pulls her back from the ropes. STF engage. The signature move, the submission is locked in, and she is wrenching it with all of her body weight. Wicker's so close to the bottom rope, but she can't quite reach it. She can't quite reach it, and Riley Robin applies the pressure, taps out. Wicker submits. Oh my God. Riley Robin submits Wicker here tonight. Is there anyone else left in this gauntlet match? I don't think there is. Riley Robin's done it. We're crowning a champion. The first ever ceremonial champion is here. It's Riley Robin. She's leaning on the rope. She's got nothing left in the tank. Wait a minute. Who is that? I know who that is. She's just thrown out the ring. She hasn't been awarded the belt, so the match isn't over. That is Treble. What is she doing here? Kick to the abdomen. Not like this. That signature powerball on the apron. Oh my God. On a beaten, on a destroyed Riley Robin already. She's been through hell. And Treble's just coming in. Surprised, look at her torn in the fans. The fans are booing her like nothing. This is disgusting. She's just looking at Riley Robin. She's just looking at the beaten husk, the beaten corpse. And Riley doesn't know where she is. Treble's in a troublemaker! Oh my God. In the forehead with the knee. For the cover. 1, 2, 3. I don't believe this. That's a robbery. That's a daylight robbery. It's an open invitational. You can't argue, but the method is not the right way. She didn't even have an entrance. Like Riley wasn't ready for her, man. She's done it. The music's playing. Is there anyone else to come and stop Treble? Is anyone going to come out and stop this before it's over? She's got the belt. It's done. We've crowned a ceremonial champion in the form of Treble, and I don't think anyone was expecting that. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Riley Robin went through hell, man. She went through hell. Treble's music didn't even play. She just came from the crowd. Riley wasn't ready. She had no idea. That is harsh, man. It's a tainted victory as far as I'm concerned. But Treble doesn't care. Treble is our first ever XWF ceremonial champion. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. See you next show.